If you want to build real wealth, you have to avoid the habits that quietly destroy it. Today, we're breaking down 8 things millionaires never do, and most people don't even realize how damaging these habits are. Let's get started. 1. Millionaires never rely on a single income stream. Depending on one paycheck is one of the biggest financial risks anyone can take. Companies restructure, industries change, and layoffs happen even in so-called stable jobs. That's why most wealthy people create several income sources, often 3 to 5. These streams can include investments, small businesses, digital products, rentals, or anything that earns money without relying on just one employer. Multiple income streams create financial stability, reduce stress, and accelerate long-term wealth. Research consistently shows that the majority of self-made millionaires have at least 3 income sources, and the wealthiest tend to have 5 or more. If your goal is financial freedom, diversifying your income is the starting point. 2. Millionaires don't see taxes as a punishment. Most people resent taxes. Wealthy people study them. To millionaires, taxes aren't just rules. They're a guidebook. They reveal which financial behaviors the system rewards. For example, an employee earning $100,000 might pay taxes on nearly the entire amount, but a business owner earning the same can legally deduct business expenses like equipment, travel, a home office, or software. Suddenly, their taxable income drops and thousands of dollars stay in their pocket. Millionaires also use other tax-efficient strategies like dividend and capital gains income, real estate depreciation, retirement contributions, charitable deductions, and donations. They don't fight the tax system. They learn it, use it, and navigate it intelligently. 3. They never consume before they create. Most people wake up and immediately start consuming, scrolling through social media, checking the news, watching videos. It feels harmless, but it drains energy, focus, and momentum before the day even begins. Millionaires reverse this. They create first and consume later. They create income, ideas, value, solutions, and opportunities. They prioritize tasks that move them forward, and only after completing meaningful work do they allow themselves entertainment. Switching from consume first to create first dramatically increases productivity and compounds results over the long term. 4. They don't avoid talking about money. For the average person, money is an uncomfortable topic. It feels awkward, impolite, or too personal. But wealthy people talk about money constantly, not to brag, but to share strategies, mistakes, and opportunities. Open conversations lead to better decisions, better insights, and better financial habits. Staying silent keeps people stuck in the same patterns. Discussing money openly accelerates growth because it exposes you to new ideas you simply don't get by keeping quiet. Millionaires understand that silence is expensive. Communication is profitable. 5. They never focus only on income. They focus on net worth. Income tells you how much money comes in. Net worth tells you where your life is actually heading. Someone can earn $200,000 a year and still be broke because every dollar is spent. Meanwhile, someone earning $60,000 can build real wealth if they invest consistently, control their spending, and prioritize ownership. Millionaires track their progress through the assets they own, the debt they eliminate, the investments that grow, the cash flow they build. They constantly ask, how much do I keep and multiply? Not just, how much do I make? This mindset shift changes how they spend, save, and invest, and ultimately determines whether they move closer to freedom or further away from it. 6. They don't fear good debt. Debt has a bad reputation, but millionaires separate bad debt from good debt. Bad debt buys things that lose value. Good debt is leverage borrowing money to acquire assets that grow or generate cash. Examples: financing a rental property that appreciates and generates monthly income, using business loans to expand or automate operations, borrowing at a low interest rate to invest in higher return assets. The key is control. Millionaires know what they own, why they own it, and what return that debt produces. Instead of avoiding debt out of fear, they use it as a tool, one that helps them scale faster than cash alone ever could. 7. They never use money as a status symbol. Many people chase lifestyle upgrades to appear successful: new cars, designer items, bigger homes, and unnecessary luxuries. Millionaires don't live to impress. They live to progress. They allow their lifestyle to lag behind their income. They avoid upgrades that don't bring long-term value. They focus on assets over appearances. While others try to look rich, millionaires quietly become rich. Their goal is freedom, not validation. They understand that wealth grows in silence and disappears in the spotlight. 8. They don't trade time for money forever. Most people stay stuck in the same cycle. Work, get paid, stop working, income stops. Millionaires break out of this by building systems that earn money even when they're not actively working. These can include include businesses, investments, royalties, digital products, rental income, automated or scalable income streams. They transition from active income to passive and scalable income, allowing their time to become something they control instead of something they sell. This shift is what creates long-term security and true financial independence. If you're ready to shift from trading time for money to building real wealth, like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next step toward financial freedom.